In this ever-changing complex world of technology, who do you turn for expert solutions? EMB Computing. Now in their brand new state-of-the-art facility, EMB Computing offers solutions for residential and business applications. Visit their showroom to see a variety of computers, laptops, MacBooks, iPads, business phone systems, and more. Your technology solutions are found at EMB Computing. Now at their new location, 57 North 11th Street, Indiana, and on the web at embcomputing.com. The Technology Specialists.
It's all about family at Yarnick's Farm Market. Farmer Dan and Lynette and Joey Yarnick welcome you into their family market, which is full of the juiciest, crispiest, tastiest vegetables, their own farm-grown beef and pork, and fresh-baked pies, cookies, breads, and pastries. Come to think of it, it's all about family and food. Your dinner table tonight could be all from Yarnick's. Potatoes, beans, lettuce, cukes, and any juicy, delicious tomato variety you can think of. Then there are the sauces, the unique country gift items, the toys and games for the kids. So it's all about family at Yarnick's and food and so much more. Yarnick's is open Tuesday through Sunday every week from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., closed Mondays. It's all about you and healthy, wholesome, homegrown, delicious food. Yarnick's Farm Market, 155 Thomas Hubbard Bridge Road, Indiana. What a great day for a drive in the country to Yarnick's Farm Market. 11 after 8 o'clock, it is Indiana in the morning, and it's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. We are literally still putting this segment together as we speak with you. Jeff Wacker is in the studio with us, and Jeff, we've got one on the way and one on the phone, huh?
Yeah.
Our conversation with Jeff and friends. He doesn't have very many of them. They're not showing up here. Presented by Marcus and Mack, voted best law firm and best personal injury law a lawyer 3 years in a row in the Best of Indiana County contest. Visit them online at marcusandmack.com. IUP Community Music School. Now, who do you have on the phone with us today, Jeff?
Okay, I'm working with ensemble directors, and as you know, I always say that I get by with a little help from my friends. And apparently I'm not getting by today. So we have two people on the phone. Mm-hmm. One is Erin Knepper.
Okay,
and
Erin's the only one on the phone because
Kye-Won is still going to make it in person.
Yeah.
All right. So on the phone is Erin Knepper.
Uh-huh.
She's up in Punxsutawney, and she is the choral director up at Punxsutawney High School. Mm-hmm. She's a longtime member of the Indiana Community Choir. And since Dr. Dennison had to step away because of his duties at IUP, she said, I think I can do that. I'd like to do that. And so she decided she would step in this fall as the interim director. So she's got a great little program planned. And so I thought it'd be nice for her to be on air and talk a little bit about herself and the program and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Okay. You go get the front door. Okay.
I can do that.
I'll talk to Erin.
This is going to work.
Yeah, it is. Well, it has a chance to. Erin, good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, is school underway in Punxsy?
Yes, we started with students on Wednesday.
Oh, so you're all, I mean, it's routine now,
yeah.
Right?
Jump right back in. Feels like we've never left.
Hey, tell me about, you're going to be with choral, correct?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Wonderful, wonderful. So how's it work this time around?
Well, we rehearse on Monday evenings. We generally rehearse from about 7:15 and end a little bit before 9. We rehearse in Cogswell Hall in the choral rehearsal room. We have a wonderful accompanist, Miss A.C. Gongaware. And I've sung with the choir for many, many years, and it's just a great group of people. People have all different ability levels, different musical reading levels, different performance levels, but it's just a great group of people that come together, and we get to do some really interesting pieces of music.
Yeah, and you get to wrap it all up. It all culminates in a wonderful event that anybody can come see.
Yep, anybody can come see. This fall, our performance, our concert will be on Sunday, December 15th, and it will be at 4 o'clock. On the IUP campus. We're still figuring out the location specifically. And this year I'm hoping that maybe we can get out into the community and perform at some other events if possible. I'm still working on that.
Yeah, Jeff, that would be wonderful, wouldn't it?
Absolutely. Getting to sing in different things. I know they've done the Wonderful Life Festival periodically. They've sung over at the Historical Society periodically. So there's any number of little opportunities that are great for the choir to get out and for the community to hear them. So, yeah, if we're able to get that put together, fantastic.
Yeah. And Jen, how many people and what are the eligibility requirements, if any, for the choral?
I believe that on the website it does ask that they're 15 years of age or older. So most of our choir members are adults from the community. However, there are scholarship opportunities for high schoolers that are, I believe it's ninth grade or older, 15 years of age or older. And Jeff has done a wonderful job of communicating with the high school music programs to let them know about that. So if there's any, sometimes it's fun to have parents and children come together. So I know my kids all sing, so it would be really neat if there was a mother-daughter or father-son or some combination of that duo that would want to come sing with us. Their high schoolers can take advantage of the scholarships through their music teachers.
All right, wonderful. Well, Janet, we're going to let you go because there's a guy at your door I know whose voice is just changing. He went from tenor to baritone overnight.
I always think I'm going to have those tenors, and they always disappear every year.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on with us today. We appreciate that.
All right. You're welcome. Thank you so much.
All right.
Bye.
So Jen is helping with the choral, but there's yet another guest we have with us today, Jeff.
We do, and she drove in from the Pittsburgh area just to talk to everybody. This is our longtime director for the Crimson Youth Choir. I think, Kye-Won, you started in 2016 or 17 when you came here for your master's degree.
I was just about to say that this is the beginning of my 8th season.
I thought that was it. My goodness gracious.
I did start when I came here to do my master's degree with Dr. Ryan Beacon, and I know I'm supposed to give it up to the next grad student because I haven't been a grad student in many years, but I just can't. I love this group so much.
Oh, man.
Yes, this is the Crimson Youth Choir is literally my heart and soul. I am amazed by these students. They are anywhere from 5 years old to 18 years old, and they sing together, which is unusual and amazing at the same time because you have a 5-year-old sitting next to an 18-year-old. And I've had many people ask me how I make that work, but it's an opportunity for the 18-year-olds to mentor these 5-year-olds. It brings them along much quicker. The 5-year-olds just behave because they are in awe of these teenagers sitting next to them, and they just want to, be their friend and please them. And that brings the musicality along much quicker. It's amazing how much they can learn in just 45 minutes a week. These young people. I cannot stress enough the environment that is shared there because these students, obviously ranging this, 13 years gap, but also coming from different schools, different ethnicities, they all are able to come, and it doesn't matter who they're sitting next to. They're all friends. And the environment of acceptance and unity is overwhelming in that room when you come and participate.
I would guess that for you, Kye-Won, it's really fascinating because you can actually, especially with the youngest of your singers, see a singer born right before your very eyes. A student who's never done anything like this before, all of a sudden gets a little bit of technique, gets some experience, and becomes a singer.
I've had many students come actually into the room as a sibling, not having joined the choir. And I have this way of saying, hey, just sit in and try it once. And then they end up joining, and they find out that is their life love now. Yeah. And they have turned into these solo singers and joining plays and musical theater now because they love singing so much when they never thought it was their thing. Mm-hmm. I think that everyone is born with a voice to sing, and whether or not they get to cultivate that and fall in love with it is really a matter of circumstance. And so I love that we give this opportunity for them to come and find out how much they love to sing, because there is no judgment in the room, and everyone that wants to have a solo at some point will get to have one at every one of our concerts, because everyone has a grandma that wants a video of that. So it's not a competitive environment. It's very much encouraging and uplifting and life-giving, honestly.
Yeah. It's quite frankly, it's very much a family environment.
Yeah.
It's like a little mini choir family, and that's cultivated by what Kye-Won does and how she treats everyone and how she runs rehearsals, etc., it creates that family environment where it's like big brother taking care of little brother and little sister looking up to big sister. That's kind of how it feels. And it's really a cool thing to see. And they sound, by the end of the semester, they're singing 5-6 part harmony. It's amazing. There's high schools who don't sing 5 and 6 part harmony.
Nothing. I've always said nothing can shut down what could be a lifelong passion as quickly as someone saying, you can't sing, because everybody can.
Absolutely. I always said as a teacher as well that people don't quit their musical ensembles because they stopped loving music. It's something that happened in the class, or something somebody might have said. It might have been a student, it might have been their teacher, that discouraged their talent and their love. And then they dropped out of that ensemble, and then they become adults and they look back and think, oh, I wish I'd never quit band. I wish I'd never quit choir. And so I take that very seriously. So if somebody isn't able to join and continue with the ensemble, it's more about their schedule versus they didn't love to sing or somebody discouraged them from participating. So it is that very family-like environment there.
Now, we are almost out of time here, Jeff, and I don't want to get out of too far down the road here because we've been talking about choral presentation, but Community Music School is about more than choral.
We also have 2 other things I can talk about. One is the university band. It's going to look a little different this fall because the regular conductor, Jason Worsbit, is on sabbatical. So the individual who's stepping...
Is that why he's not here right now?
Well, I'm going to have to find that one out. He and I are going to have a chat, and I'm not going to bring him coffee. But the trombone professor, Jeremiah Umholtz, is going to step onto the podium for the university band this semester. And Jeremiah is an IUP grad. He is an absolutely phenomenal trombone player and musician. He's conducted groups before, so they're going to have a great time under Jeremiah. I've seen some of the music they've picked out. It's a nice program. They'll do a concert in December as well. That's on the website. And then, of course, private lessons. We got tons of private lessons. I just did a couple more registrations before coming over here. I'm almost at 130. There's still a week before the semester starts on September 3rd. So we're rolling along.
Now, what were those 2 most recent ones that you did?
Let's see. One was a Crimson Youth Choir. Yay. I sent it to Kye-Won, and another one was for trombone lessons.
Wanted trombone
That's
lessons.
so funny.
Yeah.
Go figure.
How about that?
And he's actually a high school student who's been taking now for a couple years with one of our teaching artists. And go figure, he's an all-state trombone player.
Oh, yeah?
Yet
there's somebody who's an all-state trombone player who wants to really hone the skills with private lessons.
Was he that level before the private lessons? Maybe getting there, but I can tell you when people take private lessons, all of a sudden that's what gets you into those district, regional, all-state, all those festivals that people want to be in. Private lessons will get you there because it's that level of instruction, that attention to detail that you're going to get in a private lesson that you just can't get in band.
All right, so if we have not boosted interest in the Community Music School, this segment, I don't know what else could.
I don't know what else we can do.
So if somebody is interested, what do they need to do?
They can go to the website, www.iup.edu/communitymusic. They can email community-music@iup.edu. Either of those things will get you to me. You'll see what's going on and all the different things that we offer. And I'm pretty good. You can ask Kye-Won. I'm usually pretty good about getting back to people pretty quick.
Yeah.
And getting them the answers that they'd like and getting them signed up.
So if there's an instrument you want to learn, or if you would like to become a part of either the youth choir or the older folks choir, you're invited to hook up with the IUP Community Music School.
We can take care of whatever your musical desires are.
There you go. Thanks to both of you for coming in.
Thank you.
And thanks to Jen for being with us on the phone. It is 25 minutes after 8 o'clock. It's the voice of Indiana County, WCCS, 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. Jake is in the newsroom. He's coming up a couple moments away from now. Then a complete check of sports. It is the beginning of high school football season tonight. That's a big dominant area of our sports. Boomer Sports right now. It's Indiana in the Morning on WCCS.
This This is Boomer Esiason with the Sports Minute. The National Women's Soccer League has just concluded a new collective bargaining agreement that abolishes the league's draft, creating universal free agency. Although this change gives the players career control and aligns the NWSL with major international soccer leagues, will the lack of a draft create the kind of competitive imbalance we now see in European men's leagues? I'm Boomer Esiason.
One in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
You've got to watch your NFL team every Sunday, and Verizon's got you covered for all your team's out-of-market games every Sunday afternoon. Come on! From kickoff to sign-off, from first downs and touchdowns to turnovers, and overturned plays.
After review, the pass was incomplete.
Nice! Let's go! This season, win every Sunday with Verizon. Get a great deal on NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV, and a new phone. Excludes digital-only games. Terms and embargoes apply.
During the Labor Day sale at Mattress Warehouse, uncover incredible savings and experience the luxury of Beauty Rest Black. Save up to $1,200 on Beauty Rest Black adjustable mattress sets, plus free next-day delivery and 0% interest financing, only at Mattress Warehouse.
President Biden's big inflation problem is still here. The Pittsburgh Post-Gazette reported, quote, more working Pennsylvania families are struggling to make ends meet. But instead of helping us, Senator Bob Casey backed President Biden's disastrous agenda. Casey voted with Biden 98% of the time, including for trillions in wasteful spending. All of that Washington spending made inflation worse, making families pay more. If that wasn't enough, Casey also voted repeatedly in favor of higher taxes on Social Security benefits. That's right, Senator Casey voted in favor of higher taxes on seniors' benefits, leaving seniors with less money in their pockets. Higher taxes for seniors and higher prices for everyone. Call Senator Casey at 202-224-6324. Tell him to put Pennsylvania families first and fix his inflation disaster. Support S575, the Fight Inflation Through Balanced Budgets Act, paid for by One Nation, onenationamerica.org.
Why was Diamond Medical Supply voted Best Medical Supply Store in Indiana County for another year? Was it the lift chairs? Mobility rental program? Therapeutic shoe fittings? Maybe it was the rollators. Whatever the reasons you chose us, we're grateful to keep serving Indiana County with essential healthcare equipment for patients and providers, as we've done since 1988. Visit our Oakland Avenue showroom for a complete look. Diamond Medical Supply, Indiana, where we care about care.
This August, people are coming from everywhere. They're coming from Pittsburgh, Johnstown, and beyond. They're coming for TriStar Ford Kittaning's one last time sale. Save up to $10,000 off any F-150. Get 0% financing for 36 months. We're selling more than Fords by the shelves, desks, and doors. It's the last month you can get these deals at TriStar Ford Kittanning before we move forever. Or shop TriStarFordKittanning.com. All rebates apply. Not all buyers will qualify. See dealer for complete details and qualifications. Offer expires 8/31/24.
When you've been in an accident, every decision matters.
That's why having the right legal support, like Marcus and Matt, can make all the difference.
I'm attorney Robert Marcus.
And I'm attorney Brian.